So how do we take care of those cravings that occasionally rear their ugly head? We're going to talk about that today. Hello everyone, semi-retired Bob here. I talk about the carnivore diet, all things related to the carnivore diet, and miscellaneous odds and ends. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for stopping by. If you're returning to the channel, thanks for spending just a few moments of your day with me. If you happen to be wondering what you're watching, well, basically you're watching me walk. This doesn't seem super exciting until you realize that a couple of years ago, I couldn't do this. I could barely stand for a couple of minutes without severe pain. Now I'm out here walking every day. So I'd like to ask everybody to help me out just a little bit. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. Drop down in the comments and say, "Hi Bob." If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. All of these things are absolutely free and help me get the word out that it's never too late to change your life. I am 61 years old and I'm doing things I couldn't do when I was 40. But let's go ahead and jump on into this thing. Cravings. They happen. Even here I am 2 years in, and I still occasionally get some cravings. Not necessarily for bad stuff, but just occasionally I like, I think I could stand to eat a little more today. The first thing I do when one of these unexpected cravings or desires for food comes along is I take a pretty healthy pinch of salt and put it on my tongue, let it dissolve, and then wash it down with a drink or two of water, and then I wait about 15 to 20 minutes. Most of the time, just getting some salt into my system will satisfy that need to get something else to eat. But sometimes the salt doesn't do it. So what do I do now? Well, me personally, I do what you're watching now. I go out and get a little walk in. Or I do a few push-ups, or I read a book. Whatever. I distract myself with something for another 15 to 20 minutes. It doesn't have to be hard exercise. Like I said, it doesn't even have to be exercise at all. You could just read a book or watch a movie. Just do something to distract yourself for just another 10 to 15, 20 minutes. So now it's a half hour to 40 minutes past when you first felt your craving. Most of the time, that craving will be gone. And you can stay on your schedule. Everything will go along just fine. Because if you haven't, there's Dr. Barry put a video out. I don't remember exactly when. I just saw it a few days ago. But there's so many videos out there, it's hard to keep track of everything that comes out every day. But recently he put out a video about snacking. And snacking is not ideal. Even if you're eating proper carnivore foods, if you're actually hungry, you should be eating enough until you're comfortably stuffed. So when you have one of these cravings, like I said, you feel a little snacky or you want to have a little something else, you've tried the salt trick, you've tried distracting yourself, and you still feel hungry. Well, what I do, because I keep boiled eggs in the refrigerator, and boiled eggs are not my favorite thing, but it is a carnivore food. So whatever your not quite favorite carnivore food is that you can keep in the fridge. I don't suggest doing this with bacon, because who doesn't always like bacon? But I look at the boiled eggs, and if they look good to me, then I realize that I'm actually really hungry, and I go ahead and eat another meal. But I don't just have 1 or 2 eggs. I buy them in those 6-packs. So I'll go ahead and open up a 6-pack of boiled eggs and eat them down. Most of the time for an extra meal, 6 boiled eggs will do it for me. But whatever your food is, you know, if you keep pre-cooked hamburger patties in the fridge, don't just have one. Go ahead and eat. Because if you've done the salt trick, and you've done the distracting yourself trick, and your food like boiled eggs or cold hamburger patties do it for you, and you really feel like you need to eat something, then go ahead and eat. Because you've determined that you are truly hungry. But if you open up the fridge and look at the eggs and it's like, I'm hungry, I just want a little something to eat, but I don't want those boiled eggs, I want something that tastes better, you're not hungry. You're bored. So distract yourself again. That's really the thing that happens to a lot of people, is they say, oh, I get so sick of food, or I don't want anything to eat. What am I doing wrong? How come I'm not hungry? Well, if you're truly hungry, boiled eggs will sound really good to you. Or if that's not your thing, hamburger patties or ground beef. You know, people will always say, gosh, I get tired of eating the same thing every day. Well, if you're truly hungry, you won't get tired of eating the same thing every day, or alternating between 2 or 3 different meals. Because I certainly don't alternate a lot. I have eggs and I have ground beef. And once a month or so, I'll throw a roast in there. And that's all I have. But hopefully, these couple of little tricks will keep you on track for what you would, you know, for not giving into the snacks. But again, if you're hungry, go ahead and eat. Today is Saturday. We've got today and tomorrow of the June walking challenge. Don't forget and get out there and get your steps in. Drop down in the comments and record what they are. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Get out there, be 1% better. Today, tomorrow, every day. Have a great day, folks. I'll see you tomorrow.